You know, you're not going to want to be a mother. You're going to be a mother.
So in June 2026. And
well, we are here. We are the Sweat Equity Podcast, and we are ready to say goodbye to 2025. As crazy as that sounds, this year has went by so quick, and maybe it's one of those things with age. Every year feels like they go faster, but man, this year has gone by so fast. You know,
So
we've
quickly.
had so many things, so many ups, so many downs throughout this year. I would say more ups than downs.
For sure.
We've definitely accomplished a lot. We have moved into an office. We're about to move into another office. We're, expanding Mad Hatter Fort Worth. We're opening Seared. We've got a lot of things in the works. We have made some really good business progress, and most of all, I think that we have grown as individuals and even stronger as a team.
Absolutely.
We've learned to work with each other even better. Not that we ever had an issue with it, but we've learned to stay in our own lanes, respect each other's weak spots, strong spots, and everything in between. And I am just super excited about 2026. I know we have some really awesome things coming up for us. We have some big plans for the team, personal and business-wise.
Yep.
And I think one of the coolest things that we're going to take into 2026 is the fact that we have all realized that we need to evolve. We need to continue to push the envelope. We need to continue to be comfortable being uncomfortable and just putting ourselves out there, helping others, and pouring into others to continue to build the, empire that we would like to build. And I think that, with Seared and expanding Mad Hatter Fort Worth here in the next month, both of those should be up and running in early 2026. And I believe that those are two really big stepping stones that are really awesome to step into 2026 with. We've had a very good 2025, and there's not a lot of things to say bad in 2025. We've lost some people. We've gained some really good people. We've learned a lot. We've grown a lot. So I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
So rolling into 2026 here in about a week or so, we just wanted to verbalize and express some of our goals, some of the things that we enjoyed in 2025 with you guys, and let y'all know what we have in store for y'all in 2026. So with that being said, we've got a couple questions that we've been asked, and so we were going to do our best to answer them as quickly as possible and as detailed as possible. So moving into that, if y'all are ready, I will just go ahead and read them. Moments of gratitude, wins, or things you've learned in 2025.
I have one.
Let's hear it.
And it literally just came to me because I thought, what am I going to talk about for the last 10 minutes thinking about it? I think the biggest thing I learned was that I can't always think with my heart when it comes to the business. I'm a very, I worry about everyone. I want to please everyone. I want to make sure everybody's taken care of. And what can happen in that is that your business gets pushed to the back. Yeah. And I think that one thing that we're dealing with right now is just a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Especially at Rabbit Hole, we've had a lot of shift changes and things, and that was hard for me.
A lot of hard decisions.
And Jawan's talked to me a lot about, like, you've got to do the hard things. You've got to make the hard decisions. We can't be complacent. We can't let these things slide. You need to write these people up. Yeah. And I think that it finally hit me, or maybe I've just hit a point where I'm just done with it, that I've realized he's right. Business is number one. And what's number one for me is the generational wealth. And so that means the success of these businesses, because that's what I feel is going to help my family. And if I don't think of the business or if I always think about other people making sure they're okay when it's not necessarily the best decision for the business, it's not always the best thing.
That's a really good one.
That is a really
Yeah.
good one. Oof. Juan, I mean, there's so many things that I'm grateful for. I mean, just to narrow one down. Can you?
I'm just learning a lot more. I guess each
Yeah.
year, like you're always learning something. Just kind of, it sucked, like the whole situation. I think that was like the hardest part of like, hey man, we got to change some of these shifts because in the end, Chris said, once it gets below this point, you got to worry and hit that point. And then when you scroll back and you look like, man, we were kind of lax on that.
Yeah.
We were, but then at the end, it's like this is our living at this point in time. So like, what's more important? Yes, it is important for us to take care of them, but in the end, how do you take care of somebody you can't take care of yourself?
Correct.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's rather you or them, which sounds very bad, but it really, they're the same exact way too. It's either it's them or you. So,
Yeah.
but even more, just like learning to, I guess, help in a way more than I've ever before. You know, you gotta be there for people, regardless. And I'm kind of following up with that, but you just gotta be there, I guess, more. You know, just like
Right.
grateful for like everything we learned, trying to open up Seared and stuff like that, learning how fast people go down white settlement was the biggest one, but
Golly, for real.
I mean, 2026, I guess, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I will say 2025 was a huge growth year. I mean, I always tap on. I started in the AM shift as a bartender, and now I'm completely transitioned into the office. So I would just say it's been a huge growth year for me. Just still learning and making hard decisions and making sure your decisions are going to have longevity with them. You know,
Yeah.
they're going to build something. They're going to be important. There's going to be a lesson behind it.
No matter what
Just-
you do, somebody's gonna be upset about something.
Yeah.
no matter what.
Absolutely, and it's
You
okay.
gotta be okay with it.
Yeah,
Gotta be
you're not
okay.
here to set yourself on fire to keep somebody else warm. Now, I want to keep you warm, and I want to. That was good. and I want to, but if you don't help me, I can't help you, and that's a big lesson, and that's what. Obviously, what we're here for is to help people who want to help us. So
Yeah.
we gotta.
Well, and like I think the big thing also is just the confidence behind your decisions. You know?
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Like even I think a big part for me has even been just gaining confidence and having those hard talks. You know, like I think Juwan and I had to have one the other day, and originally he was like, "I'm just going to do it," and I was like, "No, I'm coming with you." And every part of me wanted to be like, "Yeah, let Juwan do it," but I was like, A, I'm not going to let him do it alone. B, I'm just as capable and just as confident in myself to have this hard conversation as he is. And so we're going to have it.
I was actually happy you did that because I was furious.
Yeah. I know how mad you were.
I mean, and I said something. I did apologize to both of them after I said it. It was like, in the moment I got caught, I was like, "Why are we paying you guys and you don't want to do the job?"
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have said that. I know I shouldn't have said that, but
I didn't even hear you say that.
yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
And I felt bad after I said it too. Like, see, you know me. If Chris seen me cry, I've been mad. So, like, he actually consoled me after I got into a fight with my cousin at Mad Hatter years ago. And it's bald. But it's like one of those things you don't want to get to that point. But it's like literally, we trained both of them. We've done everything we can to help them. And they're like, I don't want to do it.
Sound like a pretty valid question, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think it was.
Sound like a valid question.
But
But I know, but it's in that moment you don't lash out like that. Like you guys
Right.
have taught me. Don't be old, Juwan. Pretty much what it came down to.
But I think that kind of wraps it all up like into one. Like a big part of our growth has been that we're like sticking up for ourselves and realizing that these things that we're trying to put in place have a purpose and a reason that they need to be followed. And if we are lax about it, then it's not. What's the point?
Yeah.
Because
So-
what we build here is what's going to go into every business that we build from this point on.
Set
Yeah.
those standards.
Absolutely.
And that is what Chris has embedded in us. You know, if we're not going to set the standard now, then what's the point of our businesses? Because we have a standard. We have. We know exactly what needs to be done and what our expectations are, and we're not going to take anything less than that.
I said that just earlier.
Yeah. Why spend a week in front of a whiteboard putting everything down for our system if we're not going to enforce it?
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
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 If we don't get the small things right, we'll never get the big ones right.
Correct.
What are you guys' opinion on New Year's resolutions?
Sorry. I just think, man, I'll just my honest opinion on it is like, okay, you just want to show off.
Yeah.
Because you're going to do the same exact thing. Some people do grow for it, other people don't. You're going to do the same exact thing. Why do you have to pretty much let people know what you're going to do? I feel like if you have to tell somebody you're going to do something, you're looking for validation that you don't need.
Yeah.
It's like, it's tough to say that, but like, it's how many people have you seen, oh, I'm going to stop doing this, oh, I'm going to stop doing that. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm a very, I think it depends on your personality. I'm a very all or nothing person. And what I've found is if I give myself a date to start something and I have a day or so that I don't do it, that I'm kind of this nothing person. Or I'm like, and a big example is just working out, which is a lot of people's common New Year's resolutions. And it's like, okay, so if I set, what I've found in the past is if I set a date to start doing it and I just start doing it, I am all in. I mean, like, I don't even know how to go like walk a mile. I'm just going ahead and jogging 5 miles, you know, and it's like every day, and it's like you're competing with yourself. And then you have a day or two that you don't do it. And then it's like, I'm done.
Yep.
So
You lose that
I'm
motivation.
not really good with resolutions like that. What I've learned more is it's more about a lifestyle, and like, you know, when I'm getting started, even if I can give 3 days a week of working out and it being 20 minutes, that's like getting a lifestyle into my mind.
Yeah.
Somebody taught me this once or told me this once, and it was like the best example. And it was like, okay, when you're setting a goal for yourself, no matter what it is, put yourself in a situation. Let's say that you're in your kitchen and you drop a plate. And what do you do when you drop that plate? You
Pick it up.
clean it up and you pick it up. Do you get every other freaking plate in the cupboard and like throw it on the ground and just bash it?
Nope.
No. Or if you have a flat tire, do you go then punch
Stab
all the other 3 tires? You fix it, you move on. So why, like, that's what it was, something that I have to bring into myself. Like,
Yeah.
it's not get away from this all or nothing mentality, and just like it's a slow thing for me.
Yeah. I think mine is the whole jumping on the bandwagon kind of thing. I want my resolution to be in July or something. You know, I don't want it to be just because everybody else is doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm in that rebellious. I'm not doing it because you're doing it.
Yeah.
Obviously, a
like a
resolution
trend.
is something different, whether it be a diet, working out, making sure your t-shirts and your drawers stay folded. But I just want to do it on my own time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe not tell the world about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
like
That goes into
need
that
validation
validation some
Yeah.
people
from
seek.
somebody
Yeah.
else.
Mine, I don't ever set New Year's resolutions per se. I think it's kind of crazy to, if there's something you really want, if you really want to start working out, why would you wait another month or month and a half or even a week? Why not just start that consistency then?
Yep.
Instead of saying, oh, I'm going to eat, like, put yourself even further behind the 8 ball, if you will. You know, oh, well, I'm going to eat as much as I want. I'm going to eat like crap through the holidays, but January 1, I'm going to change everything, because change doesn't happen like that. Change happens with consistency and with your mental ability to do that.
Right.
Yep.
So, therefore, I applaud the people that show up at the gym on January 1st.
yeah.
I can't stand it because I know 95% of them won't be there, and it's just so overly crowded.
Or you already have
Give
to
it
get
2
there at
weeks.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
to get the
2
equipment
weeks.
you want.
Exactly. And so but I applaud them
Yeah.
for at least making the effort, and I do hope and pray that they continue to keep that and better themselves in that way. But it does take a consistency of mental fortitude to make that resolution come to fruition. You can do anything. You can do anything for a day or two,
Yep.
but it's that consistency. And so why people decide to wait to start treating their body well and not just start it when they realize it needs to happen, that to me is kind of like, oh, you're damaging your situation every day that you don't go ahead and do it.
Yes.
So for me, resolutions, I don't, like, for instance, we're doing these podcasts, and, you know, we're about to hire a whole nother staff and talking to, you know, Cody and you guys and stuff. Like this morning, I just started a new app that is, I forget what it's called already, but it is essentially an app to help you speak more fluently, more intelligently, to help you negotiate, to help you just get through conversations intelligently, not interrupt people, any
cool.
of those things. And I just started that today because I happened to come across it, and never in my mind did I think, oh man, I should wait till New Year's to start that. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? That's something I want to learn. It's going to better me. It's going to benefit me and everybody around me. So I'm going to go ahead and start it today. And that's what I did. For me, y'all know I watch all kinds of YouTube videos.
Yep.
I'm not going to sit here and wait till the first of the year to learn how to invest or to build a business or to grow a podcast. I do it as soon as it comes across my mind or across my heart to do that, so those type things I don't set up, and those are goals. Those are goals for me to accomplish, which could be also AKA resolutions. So come the first of the year, I don't ever go, man, this is on my list to do this year. I want to get this done. Like right now, we're a couple weeks out, and to me, the calendar is just a calendar. Our days are all the same. They're all 24 hours, and it really doesn't matter other than on the weekends because your bank is closed or Chick-fil-A is open on a Sunday. One thing that I learned about in New Mexico over COVID is if you don't sit there and watch that and you don't have things like that, you'll literally stop realizing what day it is.
Yeah.
You will not know what day it is, and that is a beautiful thing when you get to that point. If you don't have any worries, of course, we all have responsibilities, aka worries sometimes, but to me, nothing changes on the first of the year. So resolutions, I think, are people's hopes and goals that they weren't smart enough to start before the first of the year.
Yeah.
But I applaud them when they have them.
Yeah,
I do
me
applaud
too.
them. I'm not going to hate on you for saying, hey, I'm going to start this on the 1st. I applaud it, and I truly hope that they continue to bring that goal to fruition, because whether it be 25 or 26, we have a goal to get Seared open.
Yep.
We have a goal to expand Mad Hatter. It doesn't matter what that calendar date is. We have a goal to find another location and open another location. I hope that happens sometime in 2026. And normally I do say every year, I hope that we have another opportunity to expand and do something bigger, do something better, and grow what we're trying to build here. So the calendar date to me doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
again, people that set that date and they start it and they accomplished it, kudos to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this hard, what do they call it? Hard 75 or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. 75 hard.
Why not just live consistently 365
Yeah.
instead of kill yourself for 75 days
That is
straight?
that is
Like-
the all or nothing mentality.
It really is.
It
Just
is, like,
stay
it takes
consistent.
It takes a lot of mental.
Because
Oh, I don't know
people
how you
that
get
do
through
the
that.
75 hard, day 76.
See, man,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
can't wait for that day.
It's like, why'd you
Yeah.
work all that? You worked hard so much, and then all of a sudden, the very next day, oh, I planned for this day.
And-
Yeah.
You planned-
And maybe it's a kick. Maybe it's a kickstart for some people. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a kickstart. But yeah, that's the stuff that I can't do, and I've learned with myself.
Yeah.
Like I've literally got to learn that. Hey, if I just make a goal today of getting up and putting on my shoes and going outside, and my goal is to walk to the end of the driveway, I know I'm going to keep going.
Yep.
And I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that
yeah.
that 2-minute walk to the end of the driveway, 20-second walk to the end of the driveway,
Yeah.
will end up being a 45-minute walk around the neighborhood.
Well, and like Bailey said, do it when it's on your heart and do it, and at that point it becomes your battle with procrastination.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If
Somebody
we
else's
wait to do something,
Either
approval to finish something, just do
if
it.
we wait till we're ready for pretty much
Yeah.
anything in life,
never
we're
gonna
always
be
going to be waiting.
Yeah, I heard that today. Somebody's like, why wait for life to get better? Why not just make it better now? Why
Yeah.
wait to open that business? Why not just start tackling it and getting it ready for now?
Yeah.
So,
Amen.
yeah, but for all you New Year's resolutioners, you
Yeah.
got my support.
For
I will
sure.
say one of my pet peeves are the people that bash the people that go to the gym at the beginning of the year.
No, and I
I'm
don't
like,
bash 'em. I
I'm like, it
welcome
is so hard for some of these people to just walk into that gym. So I'm like,
Yeah.
kudos to them.
Hardest part
I
is
think
getting
it's,
there.
it's the hardest part. And there's some people, I am one of them. I am so intimidated by the gym, and I know that nobody's looking at me. I know nobody could care less about me, but it is an intimidation thing. So like when I see people that are not your normal people that you see in a gym walk in there, I am so proud of them. And so it
Same.
irks me when I see posts on social media like bashing them, and I just want to
for somebody that's super uncomfortable, and I'm not talking about you specifically, and this is a slightly off topic, but if you're super anxious and nervous and self-conscious about going to the gym, why on earth would you pick the busiest week of the year to go? Go in the middle of July when no one is there, and then come the first of the year, you're already in better shape than you would have been. But again, I understand
maybe there's
where
not that many of them doing it.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
still
know.
a lot. There, I mean, Saturday was
kudos to them though. I'm proud of them. Hopefully it keeps going.
I never hate on anybody for going to the gym at any time of the year. I sincerely, it's not just about your body. You get, I mean, Juwan will vouch for this. He's been in it now for, 6-8 months. It is about so much more than that. And it is also about the fact that you can hold yourself accountable to make sure to take care of your body. Right. And that's one thing that I told him is when he started, and I was like, Juwan, you are getting your ass to the gym. I said, I'm not going to have no fat, out of shape business partner that when he walks into a room being a face of our business, somebody can't take him seriously because he can't even take care of his body. And I said, he has 2 kids. They're going to have grandkids at some point, and he's going to want to be on the ground taking care of them. And, just as a man, when you walk in and, your shirt's filled out, you're clean cut, you just demand, you already have that respect. And it works the same way for women as well. It
does. So.
And so, no.
We're judged a lot more, but
y'all are judged a lot more.
I mean, if you walk into a room and you're not the epitome of what people expect, you are already on a lower level of respect.
I agree.
Absolutely.
But, and one thing with Juwan and the reason that I was so hard on him and getting him into the gym is because he has become such a face of our company. Yeah. And again, I want people to see him like I see him and respect him like I respect him. And I know it kills me because he's younger than I am, and I would kill to still have that ability to build that muscle and get back in there. And my thing is I don't want to see him at 55 or 60 years old in the gym because the doctor told him to.
Yeah.
I want to see him in there because he's already 15 years in and he's continuing to take care of his body. Yeah. That's the reason why. It has nothing to do with how big his arms are, if he's got a six-pack or anything like that.
At the end of the day, I think most of it doesn't even really matter what you look like. It's
agree.
more about just the way you feel.
Yeah.
And I mean,
then your mind's kind of completely different too.
Yeah.
And he goes without you now.
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah. Bigger arms
every day I see you in Westworth Village.
Yep. I love it. And again, it's not about just going to work out. It is about him holding himself accountable. And, just like you with your diet, how strict you are with your diet because you have to do that to take care of your body.
Yep.
And so it's just those things. Like I don't want to see anybody that I care about just not care about themselves. That's more about it,
that was my heaviest I've ever been when I started too.
Well, and you probably feel so much better now too.
Better,
I mean, it's like the way you feel. You just want to get up and get your day started.
All right. Let's see. List your goals for 2026. Business or life goals. I think we just kind of touched on New Year's resolutions and how we feel about that. I will say again,
goals you've already started.
Our big goals I've already started. I think we have already started them business wise. If there's anything that y'all want to touch on that y'all are already wanting to put your foot forward on, again, like I said, my communication skills with people. Is there anything that you guys are thinking to yourselves like this is something in life that I would like to better myself at, or any goals that I would like to have?
It's really
again, I know it kind of falls under resolutions.
It's follow things it's like, man, if I want to do it, start it already.
Right.
You don't hold it off. Like so, then you just build procrastination. It's like it's just kind of one of the hardest things. And it's, I don't know why keep putting it off.
Procrastination and permission are my two that I'm still permission and procrastination are my two that I'm still really stuck on in a sense when it comes to the business world, because I'm confident in myself, but also at the same time, I do have my business partners, and I still feel a sense of permission that I need to move forward in a lot of my decisions, and even, wanting to open up a new place or currently opening what we have, or, hiring, firing, that sort of thing. Still working through that with my own personal self. So that is something that I want to continue to work on and accomplish and get over. Just get over it, dude.
Yeah.
And work through that.
I'll say for all of you guys, one thing that I would love to see y'all carry into 26 is just the growth and the confidence that y'all have obtained over the last year and a half. You guys, again, I say it all the time. I take my hat off to you guys. Like, y'all have grown so immensely over the last year and a half. The confidence that you guys carry now in all aspects of your life is just admirable. And I hope that y'all, maybe it is a look back at 2025, come the next week and a half when we're rolling into 2026. I truly do hope that you guys look back, take a minute of your time just to yourself and think about where y'all were a year ago as far as maturity-wise goes, confidence-wise, business-wise, just the growth that you guys have had over the last year. You realizing that you can't lead with your emotions. You realizing that you can make your own decisions and that you're a confident, strong businesswoman. You realizing that, you can still juggle a nice personal life, father, and be a respected businessman, and the businessman that you have become, and that people admire you as, and now see y'all as businesswomen and businessmen in this community. And think about when we went and we got that award for, best
Taste
bar.
makers. Yeah.
Think about that, it's hard for us to look at ourselves and think about, without thinking arrogantly or boastfully.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I hope that y'all continue to carry into 2026 is realizing it does come with the pressure and it does come with the responsibility. But I hope y'all realize, truly, truly realize, the business men and women you guys have become, and the respect that people have for y'all, the admiration and the desire to be like y'all in a lot of ways. I truly hope that y'all can reflect on that and continue to push yourselves to be uncomfortable, or be comfortable being uncomfortable, and just making those confident decisions, realizing your weak points, and really just honing in on them to make your strong points. Juwan and his speaking. He hates to talk. And now he's on a podcast. Now he's shooting podcasts with just two people, where he's forced to really lead it. You know what I mean? KP making decisions that aren't led with their heart, and making those strong business decisions, and taking the lead on conversations a year ago she wouldn't have felt comfortable taking.
Yeah.
Those type things. So I really truly hope, and I mean that from the heart, that y'all really, really look back and think about the growth that you guys have had over the last year and a half, and just really continue that no matter what the calendar date is. Continue to push yourselves to be those leaders in your community, because that's essentially what you guys are. So hope y'all do that.
Appreciate you.
For me, going into 2026, I kind of the same thing. I would like to continue my self-growth. Maybe I'll get married this year. Who knows? Maybe I'll buy a house this year. Who knows? I don't know. But on a personal level, those are the things that I hope I do. I hope that I can continue to build myself up, to push myself to learn things that I don't know, to educate myself on different subjects and avenues, and continue to be the leader and the man that you guys need me to be, and my daughter needs me to be. So, let's see. Well, I don't really have a lot more than that. That is about all the questions we had, which is cool
Oh,
because
man.
I think we have something.
Well, okay, so I was more speaking on a business aspect when it comes to the whole personal growth thing and my accomplishments and where I want to see myself in 2026. But what I do see myself doing in 2026 is becoming a mother, and I'm very excited. Now I'm going in this blindly because I'm not a Googler. I want to learn on my own, and I have the support system of everybody around me, and I think that y'all are going to guide me through this. I don't need Google to guide me through this. And I want to have an experience.
you're not going
I-
to want to be a mother. You're going to be
I
a
know.
mother.
I was
So
about to say,
that's
so are
my
you
other
saying? Are you saying that you are going to? Or is
In
this, are you
June 20,
announcing?
so in June 2026, I will have a baby, and that's crazy because I would never.
can't wait.
I always left it up to God, and these past couple of years. Chris Pritchard, my fiance, and I, we've always said, just leave it up to God. And I honestly, I did see myself as a mom and back in the day, but then when you reach this age of like 34, 35, it fades. You don't really think that's going to really happen. And so I left it up to God, and God gifted me, and I am
Amen.
so grateful. So June 2026, it's happening.
And
so I have a lot to learn.
What is so crazy is what KP brought up earlier, and we'll put this clip in our very first episode, I was talking about family and things like that. I don't remember exactly what the subject was, but I said, us as parents and Bailey maybe someday, there's nothing other than a small child that will test your patience more than being an entrepreneur. And, Bailey one day will understand that. Little did we know she was pregnant
At that
in
time.
the first episode. She didn't know yet.
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool, the fact that I even said that, but I didn't want to leave her out.
I told her she was.
Yeah.
I knew it. Like,
Yes,
I was like, "You're pregnant," and she was like, "I am not pregnant."
I'm
And she hadn't
not.
tested. She was pregnant.
And I was definitely 100% pregnant, which is absolutely crazy. I would have never guessed. So on a personal growth level, I am excited to learn how to continue being, because I am not stepping away from this. Of course, I'm going to take my time and really jump into the nurturing side of myself and be with the baby for a little bit, maternity leave. But this is where I want to be. I want to be the businesswoman that I'm supposed to be. I want to continue with our businesses, and I want to see how I balance that. And I'm going to go crazy, and I'm going to wear these people out for sure, but I'm not going anywhere. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a really cool adventure to see.
Your purpose in life is just changing. Your why.
Absolutely.
Your why will change a lot.
Yeah.
One, especially, and even more, like you already kind of know your why now is, generational. But when he or
now-
she is here, that why will change even more.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be the best mom. We're so
Just
excited
remember,
for
Jordan's
you.
a good, strong name. We'll close this out with a quick prayer because we have so much to be thankful for. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for an amazing year, the ups, the downs, the lessons, everything that you've blessed us with, a new baby coming in soon, just everything that you've given us, blessed us with, helped us learn from, got us through, pushed us through. We just owe you everything, and we give you all the glory, and we just pray, whether it be tomorrow or 2026, you continue to bless us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Yes.